Welcome, Gemini. Magic After Midnight Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me. I invite you to like and subscribe. Please leave comments. I love reading your stories. This is a general reading. I'm not ever certain what's going to come out, whether it's going to be love, money, daily trauma, things of that nature. This reading is for the sign of Gemini for the week of December 31st through January the 7th. Gemini. Sign of Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? Thank you to the spirits, universe, intuition, and the energy that you bring to this read. Again, thank you for joining me. Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know? On Source, Spirit. What does Gemini need to know? That's a card that flipped. What does Gemini need to know? This is for Gemini. Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? Gemini. Week of December 31st to January 7th. For Gemini. Gemini. Gemini, please. What does Gemini need to know? That one. What does Gemini need to know? That one. Oh. What does Gemini need to know? Nice. Nice. What does Gemini need to know? Spirit, tell me what Gemini needs to know. Gemini. Gemini, please. Gemini. Oh, that one. Okay. Gemini. There it is. Okay, Gemini. Very nice read. Let's see what we have here. This card, past, represents the past. The Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, well, she's a strong queen. She's an earth sign. She's a strong queen. She sits on her throne, and I'll tell you, this is probably the toughest girl. This little lady here, she is confident. She is supportive. It's your best friend, your worst enemy, but she's respected. Queen of Pentacles is respect. She demands it. I'm seeing that you possibly, someone out there is looking for respect, expecting it. Next, current energy. Right now, the current energy. That's the Three of Pentacles. As a matter of fact, the Queen of Pentacles sits there demanding respect because she clearly doesn't feel at this time she's getting it. She doesn't feel she's getting respected, and she hasn't felt that way in a long time. And it seems that she may be stagnant in a relationship, but searching outside of it. Someone has become stagnant and tired, or, you know, when you let yourself go and someone begins to flirt at the workplace or outside. this Three of Pentacles. And that's how I feel when I look at it. Next is the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is a messenger. Is a message. Page of Pentacles stands here in their spot with their pentacle, a lot like the Queen, holding on to that pentacle, not forgiving it. As a matter of fact, it moves right along into the next card down, the Ten of Wands. As we move through this read, it's going to move this way. It almost has its own motor, I want to say. It's got its own force, forward force. So, Page of Pentacles, and then next is the Ten of Wands. This is past. This is past achievements, past journeys. There's journeys here, and those lights are what you've gained in wisdom from those journeys. Now, I prefer to not call that baggage. I call it lessons. What's on the back of that bull next to the traveler here are lessons. And the lights behind are all of the souls that you've learned lessons from. So you've packed your bags and you're on a journey of discovery. Now, the center is the Hermit, the heart of the matter. That Hermit is sitting on a cliff, or on a cloud almost, with a star. I have a light down here, and all of these little lights around that have made this Hermit sit in their quiet moment and reflect upon all of the things that have happened to them throughout their journey. And what they're going to do with that, with the star in their hand, is they're going to build. You're thinking about what you want to do. Do you want to take these energies and stay a moment and view them or look over them, or continue forward? And here, next to the Hermit, is the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is sort of a mirroring, and ravens are guides. And these ravens are keeping you from seeing yourself. They're guides. They're holding you back or sending you forward or showing you the way. But these ravens are keeping you from seeing. Maybe they're keeping you from seeing your own shortcomings, your own mistakes. Maybe they're trying to keep you from manifesting wisdom from these journeys. Maybe it's you yourself. If you look at this card, it's a reflection of you. So you have the power to break free of that. Instead of carrying it like baggage and dumping it all over the next person, you have the power to free yourself and carry on without it being without it being baggage that will destroy a new forward movement. But instead, it can be wisdom that you use from the lessons you've learned to carry forward. And then they get to the bottom row here. The bottom row. Oh, man. The bottom row. I like to say, and I tell this every time, I like to say that this row starts here and it moves. This row moves right through, okay? This card, the Queen, I can barely see this. This is I thought that was a Queen of Swords. It's Queen of Swords. She has a weapon at her side, and there is a heart in a cage under here. Of course, we have a raven here. Again, the ravens. That raven, as these ravens, she has chosen to send away. So you have chosen and exacted your free will to engage your heart for a little while, sit in contemplation, and send the ravens away. So you've made wisdom of this journey. So what you've done is you've learned from these past people, looked over all of that information, evaluated self, and made wisdom of it. And of course, then next is the Page of Swords. That you again, you have more ravens here. You've got guides. You've got some serious guides. They are helpful in helping you to find who you are and what your play in it is, and helping you make decisions and learn lessons. There's the book. She's learning. And the raven again is by her side, but not convincing her or tying her or binding her. The raven saying, yes, yes, those lessons, you're becoming wise. And then there's justice. This is a balance. You've finally taken all of these things, and it's become a and it's justified. It's justice. You have made a balance. Everything is balanced. This is beautiful energy. It's becoming wisdom. It's a level up. You've instead of allowing things to get you down or destroy the future for you, you have changed these things into wisdom and applied them beautifully. You have the Hangman, and there you go. See the star around her head? See the light? See all the light? So she's resting with the knowledge that confidence is with her, that she is with Source, that she is confident that she's not going to fall. Next to her is the Ace of Wands. Look at this beautiful ace. This is the ultimate thought. This is mental clarity. This is dream states. There's a lot of dreaming going on, and you are listening to them. And at last, the King of Pentacles. You see the relaxation and the loyalty next to him. You see he's got his pentacles. This I'm saying is a read not necessarily about love, but about gaining independence and recognizing self and self-worth. You in this week's reading, throughout this week, you'll be dreaming. You'll be turning baggage into wisdom. You'll be guarding your heart for the moment, which you should be while you contemplate the lessons. You certainly don't want to use them incorrectly, and it doesn't look like you will. I'm not going to need to clarify that. This is a time of self-building. I want to say, it's self-knowing. It's finding ourselves. You're finding yourself. You truly are, and you will be having some dreams in this week that help you determine what lessons belong where. All right, Gemini, nice read. It's a 1 week, so in 1 week there's not a lot that happens in a week, and I'm not going to sit here and clarify a bunch of stuff that is going to tell us nothing. This says it all. You're turning your lessons into wisdom, and you're doing it beautifully, and you will succeed in that. This is self-reflection and making resolutions, and you will keep them. So, Happy New Year, Gemini, and be well. Thank you for letting me into your world, and I hope this resonates with some of you. If so, please tell me your story. Tell me what happens. I would love to know. Thank you.